Hello guys, welcome to a new Ramble. I try to, of course, weekly upload it. This is actually a day prior to the upload, so it's quite recent, of course. I wanted to go over a little bit of things, of course, with the new changes, apparently a new mystery boss and things like that, so we definitely will hop into that. But at first I want to thank you guys for supporting me this much. Lately my channel is kind of blowing up in a good way. I really appreciate everybody's support, viewers, watch hours, whatever you want to call it, and everybody who comments. So that's quite nice. I might actually sometimes not upload a ramble, and that's either because there's nothing different to say about new changes, or it's actually that I have maybe perhaps a good guide coming out or something like that. But I will never really stop with the rambles because I just do enjoy making them. I also want to say just thanks, guys. The videos are just so good. Fewer watch time and things like that. I appreciate it so much. Like, I put the hours in with you guys as well, if that makes sense, by watching it. So thank you. Anyway, I'm killing virus watch sentinels due to the fact that I need a blood fury. I think I still have like 30,000 charges on my blood fury, but I kind of want to have just the aesthetic of having more, so I don't need to farm consistently here every week or something like that, or every month or whatever. Basically, let's hop into this one. I will set it right now on the screen over here. A mystery quest boss reward. So yeah, little did we know there is actually more to it that we last time couldn't speak of, because it was just all a guessing game, if that makes sense in a way. So let's see. From your feedback, it's clear that you like more mysterious approach, but still want to be hearing all the juicy details. Sure, obviously. This part over here really was interesting to me. So basically, it's a times arrive, we peak rewards you obtain for the mystery phantom boss. So the mystery phantom boss, I have no idea where it's gonna be. If it's behind a quest, I assume it is because we're talking about quests, obviously. But I as well was thinking by myself, I hope it's not a wilderness boss. Like, I hear so much about the wilderness bosses lately. Personally, I just don't like it, solely because I'm an Ironman. I don't want to get everything back. But anyway, if I die upon a PK or whatever. This is the part where actually it piqued my interest. You'll be unlocked at the end of an even smaller favor. So I assume this is going to be a follow-up, just purely saying it out of maybe, common sense, that we have to do one small favor. I have a quest cap, so that doesn't really matter, of course. But this should, I assume, be an upgraded version, like in 2.0. So I assume it will be way more difficult. In my opinion, one small favor is not difficult. It's just tedious because it takes like 40 minutes or something, Anyway, doesn't matter. At this first reward poll we have done since okay, let's read this. The sign in the mind, so we're following the new process exactly as we intended in the future. Okay, sure. It's going to take us a bit more time to adjust the new process ourselves internally. So, okay, yeah, that's obviously, if you implement something new, it requires quite a bit of commitment, obviously. That's, sure. I totally agree upon that. Which design progress? This is not that important. Let me read it really quickly. Okay, yeah. Okay. Be aware to keep the identity of our mystery quest secret. I kind of like that in a way, because this, hear me out. This actually brings me back to way before. Like, I mean, maybe 15 years, if not longer. I don't know. Who of you guys played, like, let's say, early 2000s, right? Because I did. And back in the day, if something was new, there was not even a post about it on the official website. I'm talking that early. It was like, let's say, hypothetically, right? There is a big boss in Falador out of the blue, in Falador Park, like giant mall back in the day. You just didn't hear about it. You walked just randomly in Falador one time, and you're like, hey, shoot, there are some crazy holes over here. Let's dig. The moment you dig, you realize, shoot, you need a lantern, I am screwed. And suddenly there is a boss. I really like that aspect. This is like a nostalgic a nostalgic way of feeling RuneScape memories back, you know, if that makes sense. Like, hey, we're gonna do something, but we're not gonna tell you precisely what it's gonna be. So I don't know, man. This is like old school RuneScape, if that makes sense. Yeah, I definitely like to see that more. I'm a huge fan of that. Anyway, let's see the Phantom Essence. Okay, this, I assume we're talking about either an essence for a gear upgrade or a boss. I have no idea. I haven't looked into this at all. This is tradable. Magically, energy is left behind when the Phantom is... Okay, Phantom is defeated and will be used... Okay, oh, wow, okay. Existing item in something more powerful. That's interesting. So basically, you kill a boss. Upon defeating it, it upgrades everything that you have, if I read this correctly. I assume it's temporarily, and maybe you need to, you know, the blood essences, right? That you just need to activate it or something like that. Perhaps, you know, perhaps that's a phantom essence. That makes sense. Essentially, title this to a core of the boss, so it will drop consistency every time you defeat it. Okay, so it's 100% drop rate. That's kind of cool. So you will always have an amplify supplies to spend it on the good. Oh, okay, interesting. I cannot really see it clearly, but we're, you know, gonna experience, but I think this, as long as this is not in the wilderness, I'm 100% for it. And sure, I understand wilderness is a part of, you know, how would I say, a part of RuneScape. It's just not a part that I thoroughly enjoy, and that's solely because I just don't want to lose everything that I worked hard for on an Ironman, if it makes sense. So, and sure, there is a debate of, hey, you know, don't bring anything in the wilderness that you don't want to risk. I get it, obviously. But it's more like, you know, okay, how will I say it? I am not against things in the wilderness, not at all. I want to have player killers enjoying the game as well, 100%. I'm all for that. I just don't think, if this will be in the wilderness, that's a smart idea, because sure, people who don't like the wilderness will not go to it. And I think it will be that content soon. And honestly, I don't like to see certain updates being that content upon release, because one, Jagex is working hard on their, you know, developing things. So that's just a waste of their time. It's a waste of our time. And still then the community of the PKing community is left behind with nothing as well. So I hope this is not going to be the wilderness. And I don't know. I think I heard something about the wilderness, so that's why I phrase it. But maybe it's not in the wilderness at all. I have no idea. Truly, I have no idea. Anyway, the blood leather shards are tradable. Broken fragments, forgotten weapons left behind a powerful individual. Okay, so you can break them down into phantom essence or combine them to rebuild an... Oh, cool. Okay, an epic blood leather bow, a new tradable weapon. Okay, that's cool. So these bows are were used by bloodletters. I have no idea. Perhaps that's one kind of, you know, lore that I just totally forgot, or maybe it's a new lore. I don't know. Hunter scouters from Gielinor far for history wield ranging weapons imbued with their magic power. Okay. Oh wow! Wait. This is 80. Isn't the T-bow required 80 as well? So okay, I hope it's gonna be good then. Special effect: when the NPC hits, the arrow will attempt to bounce to another nearby. Oh, okay. Who of you guys played RS3? There was this ability that you could press. I think it was snipe or something like that, or pierce, something like that, and it actually bounced off as well. I totally forgot what the name is, but it was of course AOC related. So I can see a little bit of RS3 in this, if that makes sense. But then through a bow instead of an ability. I think that could be cool. I don't know whether it's useful, to be really honest. But yeah, okay. So it has 90 range attack, which is not great. It has 25 range strength, which is quite awesome. So every 4, if I'm correct, for 4 for melee. I think it's either 4 for range as well, is 1 extra hit. So that's like a good 7-8 hits, I guess. Okay, the cool thing about the blood leather bow is that it can hit 3 targets on a single shot. I really like that aspect. I don't know where it's going to be useful, because if it replaces red chin chompas and black chin chompas for certain, training methods, I don't think so. So I don't assume it's going to be that good, but still nice to maybe bring it, let's say, to temple spiders or whatever, But I don't know. We shall see. Let's see. The NPC of the bow will try to fire another arrow nearby target 60% of the. Okay, so it's a downgradable hit. So it's kind of like a sight. Okay, that makes sense. Bouncing arrows will only hit a target in a range of 2 squares. So, okay, sure, you would need to basically drag them underneath each other or next to each other. That makes sense. Let us go further. For example, if an arrow hits target A, it will fire an arrow attempting to damage a secondary NPC target B. Yeah, okay, of course this assembly in multiple... Okay, yeah. So basically it only works if you're in multi-combat, which sounds logical to begin with, because how else, right? The bow can charge with Phantom Essence, we mentioned. So requires... Wait. Let me rephrase this. The bow that can be charged with the Phantom Essence we mentioned earlier will require those charges to fire the additional arrows. Oh, okay, so basically you shoot 3 arrows at once if you hit 3 targets, which is logical in a way. As long as you have an AVAS assembler on, who cares, right? So you can still use the uncharged fire normal numerous arrows. Okay, cool. So check the comparison charts, it says. Let's see. So we have over here Shamans, Jet, or the Mace Jet, normal Jet, Zug, and Sarachnet. Let's see, Blowpipe, Dragon. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. And which one was the... Oh, Ferdinand? No. Okay. So that's brown. So that's the row over here. So we're talking... Where's the Chin Chompa? Yeah, okay. As I earlier said, like Chin Chompa's way over there, obviously. Then we have the it doesn't seem too overwhelming. Like Blood Letter Dragon, and then 2 hits. So 2 hits significantly goes up, which is quite nice. But I don't think this is good. I'm not good at charge. It's ages that I actually use charge for anything on my work related things. But still, it does not seem to be... Okay, so it seems to be ward on... Okay, it seems to be at least ward on maybe the majors. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't really, tickle those feelings. That's going to be a good thing. The blood bow damage is comparable to a blowpipe with dragon darts, or the twisted bow with dragon arrows on 250 mage DPS. If that is truly it, I don't believe it's with discharge unless I completely read it wrong. But then it's overpowered as, as crazy, let's say. Let's see, if you hit your primary target twice, the comparison factor is an additional DPS. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could make it worth. Yeah, okay, I can see that being overpowered, for sure. That's like almost, in a way, let's say, dark bow-ish? So that's okay, cool. I haven't read any of this yet, so we're just skimming through like it, and while I'm just talking about it, hopefully you guys have maybe either different opinions or some good extra things that I didn't see perhaps by reading it. So I definitely want to hear about your guys' ideas, let's say. If you do the factor in the extra DPS, the blood leather bow becomes a significant update in the terms of raw damage. Oh, okay, yeah, that's basically not the area of effect, I assume. Just multiple hits on, let's say, a big monster. Okay, I can see that. So shoot the bow, let there be a ranged weapon, excels in multiple targets, be added to the drop for Mistress. Okay, why not, right? Why not? So Soul, Blight, Icon, and Scepter. On our next deadly duo, the Soul Blight, Icon, Scepter. Okay, cool. Soul Blight, untradable. Okay, this is the thing. I really like untradable things. The reason is it gives you at least something to always go towards to obtain. Wait, let me rephrase this a little bit better. So let's say you have, let's say Bandles. Everybody knows Bandles, right? Let's say you do a full collection look. You have multiple double items, sure. Which in a way would be, let's say you have 3 bodies, 1 leg, 1 boots, right? And prior to next, if it was untradeable, you're like, okay, whatever. I cannot drop it because my main cannot, sell it and things like that. That's horrible. But since we have next, we can now upgrade it so it becomes viable again. And in that concept, I really like untradeable things. Because you have to grind it for yourself, you're forced to learn new experience. And honestly, who would want to play a game always to not upgrade their things, right? That doesn't make sense. At least you want to be a little bit out of your elements to just dabble in the depths, if that makes sense. Even though it's maybe only a toe in the water and not, just jumping out of a boat, let's say. So it's quite nice that this gives additional potentially nice thing, but it shouldn't be too overwhelming for let's say players to not want to go there because it's untradeable, it's difficult, so they cannot do it, if that makes sense, right? So it might be an entry mode try in the quest, let's say, once or twice, and then you can just do it a little bit scaled wise. Maybe. On the other hand is, if things become consistently untradeable, mains do not have any more, how will I say this, any more potential to do anything to farm some gold for next goals, let's say crafting, construction, things like that, right? So I see that as a potential downfall as well. So there should be some kind of balance, if in a way, if that makes sense. But that I will leave that up to Jagex, of course. So let's see. Brimming with potential power, take a specific NPC, you're able to combine it with the ancient staff. Ooh, okay. To create a soul-bearer scepter. I like this. So this means it's gonna be a staff that at least ancients can consistently cast. That sounds like a plan. Honestly, that's kind of cool, because the ancient staff is outdated since 2000 and I don't know, 10, maybe earlier. Let's see, the untradeable weapons is designed to sit between ancient stuff and a Kodai. Okay, so it's a good in between. Yeah, that's nice, because honestly, if the staff became better than a Kodai wand, the Kodai wand will become obsolete, which I'm not a huge fan of due to the fact it's very, very good at Inferno. So yeah, that okay, this is like, let's say ancient staff is for newbies. It is not, but let's just say, hypothetical. And Kodais will be for pro. At least you have now a weapon in between to just dabble around with. With a plus 5% strength bonus. Okay, magic strength bonus. That's not bad. And let's see, the buffs affect ancient magic, as we already expected, obviously. So 10% more on blood magic, ice, 10% longer. Oh, I see this as a potentially very good PK weapon. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's kind of cool. Increase potion. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's okay. Honestly, yeah, this is definitely a PK weapon. There's no doubt about it. Because ancient staff already was kind of like a berserker thing or whatever, and one defense pure-ish from time to time, if that makes sense. So yeah, that honestly, I'm glad for the PKers. That sounds good. I don't think it's good for PVM. Just buy a Kodai, obviously. Let's see. Should the scepter be added in the game? Why not, right? Why not? Combine with an Asian staff to upgrade to more. Yeah, definitely. I'm completely for it. Let's go. Some rewards. Wait. Saturid Heart? I cannot pronounce that name. Jesus, Saturid Heart. Okay. Some rewards make your heart leaps out of your chest. This reward will somewhere else. Okay, fair. Using the number of Phantom Essence to imbue it with the heart will transfer it in a Saturid Heart. Okay. Honestly, I don't have the imbued heart. Wait, on this account, I'm maxed. I think I have over 300. Yeah, easily over 300. How's that? The bigger and better things killed, like the upgraded Slayer things. And I think it's only 1 in 100 25 or something like that to get an imbued heart. So I'm way over drop rate if I'm correct. What is my XP actually? Okay, so I'm 22.4 in Slayer, which is arguably a lot. So this will be super nice, because the thing is, every time I do TOB on this account, I feel like I really miss out on the heart. And same with challenge mode CMs. I'm just missing the heart. I will not bring it in the raid, obviously, for COX, because it's just an inventory based, but I like to pre-pot with it, if that makes sense. But an imbued heart, I'm all for it to bring it in TOB. Like, if you want to go hard on TOB and go speed, you kind of need an imbued heart. So an upgraded one seems just maybe speedrun kind of potentially be more viable with it on TOB alone. Let me specify, TOB related. The rest I don't know. As long as it being, wait, let's see. The Phantom Essence, he is dripping with magical energy. Okay, cool. Aside from being super gross, the Herod plus magic plus 4, 10%. Okay, I don't want to do the mess. Rounded down, let's see, cooldown with... Okay, same cooldown, you won't be able to use them both at the same time. Okay, that's obviously. Honestly, if you used it at the same time and it will be stacked upon each other, that sounds too crazy. Then we're talking about, what, 128 roughly magic? Yeah, that seems too overpowered. That seems like more overpowered than actually having an overload. Yeah, that's no way that's a smart move. So this is a good move from Jagex to not add the bonuses together. So yeah, okay, cool. It's basically an upgraded version. Hell yeah, I'm all for it. The magical brew. Ooh, Magister's brew, whatever it's pronounced. Just like Saturn Hair, the magical brews is created by... I'm just gonna call it brews. It's created by adding Phantom Essence to ancient brews. Okay, honestly, I was already thinking something like this. The moment Next came out, I could not find anything. Okay, sure, I know there are some ways that ancient brews are somewhat arguably worded, but there are just way better options as well. It's like Ancient's Brew is kind of like cheaping out, if that makes sense, and it works. But I'm definitely not... I was not happy about it. It felt like that content. So doing this by Jagex, I don't know it. I haven't read everything yet, but this seems like a smart move to just add upon that content so it doesn't become really dead anymore. Kudos for that. Kudos, Jagex. Good job. So in this new upgrade version of the Ancient Brew, I'm just gonna call it Brew, boost levels higher than the previous brew. Here's how much. Ancient Brew boost magic 2 plus 5 for the base levels. Historic Prayer as well. Yeah, okay, we know that. So this is, oh my god. Okay, so it's basically twice as good. And let's see, Restores Prayer precisely the same. Okay, so it's only magical based. Still not that great, but I can see more potential with the Magister's Brew, obviously. Both will redrain player attack and strength and things like that. Defense, yeah, that's fine. Who cares, right? Ooh, okay, to cook it up yourself, you need 91 Herblore and you get 145 Herblore XP per brew. Honestly, that's like I think that's close to 210, 220k XP / hour? Give or take? Okay, that's honestly, that's good. That seems like a pretty OP way. Thank God it's based on 91, obviously. So let's see. Should this be entity has offer? So we want to hear from you. Think show. Okay, basically that's pretty much it. Let's see. Combat. Oh wait, we also would like to add to the mod Cerny's disappearance. Question 6 from previous combat. Okay, we will look into that another time, obviously. We're adding the questions same poll as question as Cerny is back by the unexpected trip, even though she has been acting. Okay, that seems like a weird thing to say about your co-workers. Yeah, that's okay. That's an odd one. let's see. Should we implement like a boss bonus on God we're doing kill count reduction reward? I don't know, why not? Sure, why not, right? Anyway, guys, this was a good 25-minute video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe make a little bit more guides as well. Solely because, if I'm correct, my editor and me, we don't have too much time, so we're gonna work ahead of things, and I usually make the recordings from the rambles upon the day of the ramble or prior to the day. And if we work ahead, we cannot do that. He is going on holiday, so there might come 1 or 2 how's it called? Guides out. Yeah, guides out for sure. Instead of maybe rambles. I don't know yet precisely how we're gonna fix it. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for it. I like to hear the opinions about what you think about this subject. Honestly, have a good day. I like it. Thank you, guys. I still don't have a blood chart, but we're gonna aim for it. Have a good one. Bye bye.